Just to let you all know, I'm sorry for not making the video about the joiners and the fork connectors. I haven't found anything that I can make that into a video with at this precise moment in time. So I found this little black box which I hadn't shown in a video because it's been in one of my vehicles. So I thought I showed this instead for the time being. Okay, so this little black box I keep in my tractor. Now these go to the battery, and then you've got the fuses here. And then if you open the lid, you go into the box. Now in one of these fuse connectors, there should be a 5 amp fuse. No, that's a 15, which is the 12 volt socket, and a 5 amp fuse. Come on. Sorry about the background noises. There's a 5 amp and the 15 amp. 5 amp goes to the 5 volt socket, and the 15 goes to the 12 volt socket, which is like this. There's that one. There's that one. Now in the 5 volt socket, you can see there is a screen. Not very clearly, but there's a screen. That screen is a voltmeter. It will tell me what the battery that the crocodile clips are reading. Okay, so the 5 amp fuse is connected to one of these two switches. I can't remember which one. So I'm just going to pause the video for a second. Now, in this green box is a battery and a 12 volt socket for doing 12 volt things. So if I need a battery for anything, this is the battery I come to. So if I connect this plug to here and this plug to here, right, now if I turn both switches on, then you should then see, there you go, the voltmeter's reading the battery. Now it's not clear, but the number is 10.7, so that battery needs a charge, which I'll do later on when I come home from work. So by putting that on there and that on there, nobody can put their fingers in the 12 volt socket, and the 5 volt sockets are covered over, but you can still read the battery level of the battery. Now if I switch off this switch, it means that this 12 volt socket is now not got any power going to it. So if I'm needing just the 12 volt socket, I can switch this switch on. If I need the 5 volt USBs, it's this switch nearest to the fuse boxes. So by switching that off, the 5 volt goes off. If I switch it on, the 5 volt won't automatically come straight on because there's a secondary switch which I can't, is there. By pushing that secondary, it'll come on. So if I want to turn it off and not turn the switch off, just push that button. So you don't have to have a safety switch. There is one on the 5 volt USBs. Now it is a bit of a cabled up job in here, so these fuses don't pull any of the wires off the switches, and all my negatives are connected back here. So if you have any questions about my little black box, leave comments down below and I will get back to you when I can. And yes, you can remind me to charge my battery up if I forget.